You know, I'm out here at the bus stop, which is my place that I go to have some alone time, spend time with the Lord, record my journals because I can no longer write them. And it's been days since I've been out here, and this is one thing I can count on that will happen is every morning after I take the kids to school, I'll come out here to the bus stop. It's healthy for me. So just that I haven't been here in a few days says something. And I just thought I'm going to try to be real quick I'm a slow, drawn-out talker, but try to be real quick, about 5 minutes, to explain what happens when a fibromyalgia flare-up comes on me. To start with, number one, it's hurtful and a little frustrating dealing with people that think fibromyalgia is not real. Also, that think everyone who has fibromyalgia, that it's the same for everybody. It's totally not the same for everybody. This has been going on. This started for me over 2 years ago now, and it's completely changed my life. I can no longer work. I gave up a really, really wonderful cleaning business that I had, and I enjoyed it. It was lucrative, but I can't do that anymore. You know, I struggle to take care of my own household between things that the teenagers need and run here and run there, to cooking, to feeding the dogs, to getting myself, my husband, and kids back and forth to dentist appointments. You know, things that I used to do and they came so easy, I cannot do anymore. I always really enjoyed making things for people, maybe a homemade bread or a homemade cake or something for somebody's birthday, or, you know, just whatever. Can't do that anymore. Even writing out a card. I used to always love sending cards. It's really taxing on my arm and hand, you know. But when, you know, I can go, and I actually went almost a whole year without too bad of symptoms that I couldn't tolerate and handle. But when a fibromyalgia flare-up is coming, these are the things that I'll start noticing. You know, I'm still learning it myself. Is that I'll start having some bouts of nausea. Not really hardcore nausea, just a little here and there queasy. I'll notice that when my little teacup chihuahua, Zoe, lays on my legs, that's her favorite place when I'm in my chair, is to get on my legs. I start having to push her off because Zoe, you're hurting me. That, you know, she feels heavy, and she's not heavy. You know, my body just starts feeling weighed down, like gravity is times 20 for me. I'll start noticing my coffee doesn't taste the same. Like, I can't get it just right, and I always know what to do. My taste starts changing. And my taste and, I can't, that's another big thing, is my thinking. I can't remember anything. From morning to afternoon, I can't remember, you know. Sometimes I can't remember if I've taken my medication, and I'm afraid I've taken it twice. So that'll get hard. But anyway, it's a steady decline. And going down into, that's what I like to say, you know, you're going along, and, you know, you've seen a heartbeat on a monitor, you go down, and it's a fairly quick progression down, but it takes a long time to get back up out of that flare-up. So, my energy is just down the drain. There's no energy, not energy to go to my kids' games, at school or to go do the grocery shopping and stuff like that. I mean energy to take a shower, um, to cook. A pot of water's too heavy. It's just, it's all I can do to hold my head up. Sometimes it just feels like my head is so hard to hold up. My neck just can't hardly, hold it up to talk. My jaw opening and closing. It's just too much. I've noticed my voice gets deeper and kind of raspier during a flare-up. Normally I call, it's been past 5 minutes. Normally I call and check on people or text and check on people. I just stopped doing that. I can't. I don't have the energy or the mind about me to do it. I have to take, it's like, you're deposited a certain amount of energy for your day. So I have to be very, very careful of how I spend that energy, because you've only got so much, and it takes energy to go get up out of a chair, takes energy to go find a towel and some clothes, to go and get ready to take the shower, to hold your arms up long enough to wash your hair. Everything's a chore during those times for me. And, I have to think about if one of my kids has a ball game that afternoon. When I'm in the really, really low places, might as well know I'm not going to be able to go. But if it's in the better times of the fibromyalgia, I just have to know, okay, don't wash the dishes today, feed the dogs, do 2 loads of laundry, sweep, clean up the bathroom, and then expect I'm going to be able to take a shower and get my clothes on, get out the door, and go see a game, walk down a hill, take my chair, set it out, and sit there, all the while in pain. I haven't even begun to say anything about that. The pain is not like a normal pain. My skin hurts. Goosebumps on my legs. Shaving, I put off long as I can, my legs, because it hurts. Putting my hair up in a ponytail or something like that hurts my head, holding my phone, everything hurts. Just to hold my eyes open, it hurts. Or it's just not enough energy to keep my eyelids up. Stuff like that. So when I'm in one of those, a family member can expect not to hear from me that much, It's not that I don't want to. It's just, I don't feel like I'm in my right mind. I don't feel like myself. I feel ill. I feel very easily irritated. Sound will drive me crazy. My husband, he'd get done with a water bottle, and his habit is to crush that thing before he puts it in the recycle bag. And he had to stop doing that around me. Light, just the simplest little things. Somebody coming in and talking, their normal voice is just excruciating for me. I can't stand it. It makes me irritated. It makes me not be like myself. So those are some things that are happening, behind the scenes that nobody knows about. Home is the only place I want to be. And sometimes I don't want to be there. I don't want to be in my own skin. Sleep runs from me during those times. I can do everything and anything you could think of to make my environment conducive to sleep, and I can't find it. So that adds to my craziness, because I haven't had sleep and rest. All the while I'm trying to hold it together and present normal, especially for my kids. My husband, I'm very thankful for, because I can be myself around him. He has to pick up and do lots of extra chores while trying to do his work, which is tutoring online. And he's also legally blind. I have a hard time to get in the car and drive, to hold my arms up to the steering wheel, you know, to get to the pharmacy, wherever. Everything's hard to do. I have no appetite during those times. Ice cream for me is the easiest to eat, or soup maybe, but I'm not hungry. You know, it's just it's a hard thing on your mind and on your body and on the people around you. You know, I hate that for them. But that's kind of how it is for me, you know, when I go into a flare-up. It's not something, you know, I've done a lot of research, listened to a lot of people that has fibromyalgia, and some of them talk about a flare-up that lasts a day or maybe a week. I haven't really found that to be true for me so far. When I go into a flare-up or go down into a flare-up, it lasts quite some time. I believe the longest one has lasted 4 months. So, and I hate that this went this long, but I don't know. I might send this out to my family. I don't know if it would help them understand or anything like that. I don't want anybody to think that I don't care about them or I'm not interested in their activities in their life. But once I get through it and start coming out of it, I'm so happy. And I hope that's what's happening right now, because I did make it out here to the bus stop. And I'm thankful for that. But it's hard, you know, it's hard just to be alive during these times. And, you know, there's so many people that go through so many hard things, emotionally, mentally, physically. And you always look around and see someone that you think, man, it seems to me that they have it a lot harder than I do. So I feel really bad about myself because I feel like I complain a lot about it to those that I'm closest to, my mom, you know, my husband. But just thought I would record that. I'm sure there's so much more I haven't said, but that's, you know, kind of overall in a nutshell how it is. So I hope that might could help somebody or anybody that might be experiencing fibromyalgia in these ways, to know that you're not alone. Other people have this. It's just life, isn't it? You never know. So, for me, I'll just say this one last thing. During these times, and not during these times, I cling to the Lord, because as changing and evolving as life is, He never changes. I can always know what to expect, you know. I can expect He'll be with me. I can expect He'll listen and care, look out for me, and love me when I'm so unlovable. So, that's my rock, you know, that's my rock. And I'm very thankful for Him. So, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.